Oh, this is gonna be hectic. Okay, let me post the podcast in a couple places, and then I'm gonna explain why I'm wearing this. Because this is just gonna be really weird.
We live right now?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're live right now. I'm gonna wait for some people to get here, and then I'm gonna explain what's happening.
What I was gonna say.
There we go. I posted it in several places. I'm gonna go back to OBS. I'm gonna go back to stream. There we go. So, I'll probably explain this a million times, but I'm wearing a head cam because Z can't be here today because he's doing things. And since Z's doing things, one of us has to be Z. So I'm gonna be Z and I'm gonna make breakfast while we're talking about the things we're talking about today. So I have a webcam strapped to my head.
What could go wrong?
Onto my HD650s. As you can see, I have cables. Very long cables. Going all the way to my laptop. About 10, 12 feet, something like that. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make breakfast and talk about things. So, Google stuff.
I mean, what could go wrong with wires in the kitchen with hot boiling things
and my only actual computer that matters to me anyway? Yeah.
It's
gonna be rough. It's gonna be very rough. But if he can do it, I feel like I can do it in a way that's a lot more ghetto. So.
It seems hard to beat the ghetto-ness of his setup.
That's what you think. Anyway, so Google Duplex was the first thing I was going to talk about. It is a service that Google's going to be providing relatively soon. Oh my gosh, this ice probably sounds terrible on there.
Yes, it does, actually.
Google Duplex is a service soon where you're not going to have to call people anymore. Google's going to call people for you, and it just sounds really crazy, kind of cool, and kind of scary at the same time because they have a robot, pretends to be a person, it's Google Assistant, it's getting really smart, it's going to take over the world, we're all going to die. I'm thrilled.
Okay, so personally, I am excited because, ask anybody I know, I hate talking on the phone. I hate talking on the phone. So, for me, this is cool. I think there's still that aspect of, like, when she's on the phone, it sounds like a weird person.
It does sound like a weird person, but
it's it's early stages, you know, it's going to change, obviously.
It sounds like a weird person, but it sounds like a person. That's the thing.
Yeah, honestly, if somebody called me, I wouldn't know the difference. Although some of those pre-recorded, like some of those scams that have like the pre-recorded answers and things that are from an actual person, and some of those are pretty, like if the conversation goes correctly, you wouldn't know.
True.
But once it's like automated and she can like think on the fly, and what really impressed me, for me, like I used to work in a call center, and an accent that I had the most issues with was the I don't know the proper terminology, but the Indian accent.
Mm-hmm.
And I always had I just had trouble understanding it personally. And she had a Duplex had a call, and you know she handled some pretty complicated situations really easily. I was pretty impressed, actually.
Yeah, I mean the not only that, but like I saw in the comments the and stuff like that really make it sound a lot more human, which is exceptionally creepy.
Well, it's gonna be strange with like, think about the idea of like having multiple people's voices too. Like if they had enough recordings of any person, they could probably make a fake voice out of that. And then, you know, you go 10 years down the line for this software, and all of a sudden it sounds like a legitimate person. You have their voice, you could probably pick up their mannerisms too. And you can get a call from somebody that you thought you knew, have a normal conversation, and not have it be them at all.
Exactly. Actually, that's already something that's very possible. You can talk into a machine, you give them like a couple thousand sentences of a person talking, and then you can synthesize their voice based off that.
Yeah, they actually do that for victims who, victims sounds bad, but people who are like victims of throat or mouth or tongue cancer.
I saw that. Yeah, it's a more advanced version of that. Yeah, there's that guy who had to have his tongue like cut out and stuff, and now he just talks through a machine. Yeah, there's a much more advanced version of that available now, which is really cool.
That is pretty neat.
All right. How many pieces of bacon should I make? How much bacon are we making? I'm gonna go with 4 pieces of bacon. 4 pieces is like a safe bet.
I thought the answer was always all.
Well, I want some bacon tomorrow.
Makes sense.
They're pretty big pieces of bacon. Let's turn that up just a little bit more. Okay. Hey, Puck. Good morning, Pupper. Good girl. You smell bacon. You want some bacon, don't you? I'll give you some bacon.
Tattoo yet, bro?
I have not. Here, let me put this in the fridge, and then I'll do that.
I think you amp heads will like this one.
True. If you like amp-related things, let me just. Oh God! I stepped on my cable. Okay, we're good.
It's gonna be kind of funny if this all comes crashing down.
Oh, it's gonna be very, very funny. But I figured that, you know, it'd be worth the risk for us all to have some fun today.
You know what, this duplex thing though, like, let's go with our example of like copying someone's personality. That's like catfishing to a whole new level.
True. By the way, here it is. This is a, it's the electrical schematic basically for a triode. They're the electrical symbol for a triode. So that's neat. Hello, I'm doing the podcast today.
Podcast.
Yeah, and I'm pretending to be Z because he's off busy somewhere. One of us has to be Z, damn it.
Your best then.
No, I can't. That's not gonna happen. Why is this? Oh, this is on. Let's turn you up a little bit. Cook faster, please. That's gonna take a minute. Yeah, I got my MOSFET here. Eventually, I'm gonna put the tube on this side and put a MOSFET on this side, so I can have tube in solid state. That'll be great. I like it. It was my very first one I ever got, and it didn't hurt that bad, and it was super cool.
So meta.
It's really weird because it's like, wow, this is my body. Hello. But I'm very happy with it. Puck, get out of there.
Is it weird that well, I mean, I guess surgery or laser surgery, but is it weird that that'll never come off?
I mean, yeah, but I'm okay with it. This is like the love of my life right here, just so you know. This is my doggo. I know, sweetheart. Oh, you're the best. Puck, are you gonna get some calls from Google Duplex? Are you gonna sound like a very convincing person one day?
You talked about this earlier, but I haven't heard about it. So YouTube Red and Google Play are going away?
Yes, they're being replaced with different services. So YouTube Red is being split into 2 services. There's like YouTube. What? I'll take you out in just a little bit. There's like I don't remember what it was. There's like YouTube something and then YouTube Premium. So YouTube whatever is like $10 a month, and you're gonna get no ads. Then you pay like an extra $2 or $3, and then you get YouTube Premium, which gives you access to Red content. But also,
wait, $10 a month for no ads?
Yes, but that's already what you pay for YouTube Red, is like $10 a month, and you get a YouTube Red with no ads, plus access to Red content, and they give you Google Play Music with that.
Well, I think they give that to you already, right?
No, I mean Google Play Music comes with Red.
Yeah, because that's what I have.
Yeah, that's what I have too, but they're separating that out, and now Google Play Music is being absorbed into YouTube Music, which I think is going to be included in the $10 a month thing, where you get no ads on YouTube, but I'm not sure. So there's that. I really hope.
Okay with that, kind of, because I'm on. I can understand when somebody would have an issue with it, but I'm on YouTube all the time, anyways. So. Yeah,
I spend enough time on YouTube that it's worth it for me either way. We'll see. It'll be strange.
Arlen, is that your name? Leviton. It's worth it. I hate ads. I agree with you, man. I have all sorts of ad blocks, and YouTube Red and basically.
I do not use ad block because I want to support everybody that I can. Like developers, if they use AdFly or something like that to get funding for their software, I usually leave ad block off because I want to make sure they get some kind of funding, because as a content creator, I know the struggle.
Yeah, morally, I just don't care. Sorry.
Fair.
I know I should, but I can't find myself.
Hey Google, would you watch ads if you knew you were supporting content creators?
If you ask for a video, tell me which screen
Never
you'd
mind.
like to watch
You
it
don't know what
on.
I'm
For
talking
example,
about.
on the TV.
Yeah.
Well, that could have gone better.
It could have gone better. She's usually pretty smart. I actually love having this thing. Google is like one of the most useful purchases that I've ever... Well, I didn't make this purchase. Technically, Caitlin got me Google Home and the Mini, but still, this is one of the best things that has ever had money spent on it that has been a part of my life. It's great. Hey Google, you're awesome. Thank you.
Are the
You got it.
are the subscriptions transferring over? That's my question.
So people who are already on the current program are going to get grandfathered over for a while, but they haven't said what the initial changes are going to be down the road for the people that are already subscribed.
It's so crazy because like all the subscription purchases add up. Like if you look at your monthly subscription things, like let's say you have Netflix, which admittedly for choice kind of sucks. Like
Fair.
I don't know
Oh
if
my
you've been on
God.
Netflix lately, but it's
This is the best comment. It said,
But Hulu, yeah, go ahead.
he said, I hate ads. I was tired of the moron with Lamborghini telling me I need his wisdom. Ty Lopez. Here in my kitchen with these these seven new eggs I had installed to hold all of my egg yolks full of knowledge. But you know what I like more than all these egg yolks? Bacon.
You know what's the most surprising thing about him, and I don't want to start like an argument in the comments, but apparently he's actually legitimate, which is terrifying to me.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody's legitimate to a certain extent, but after that you're trying to make money, and he definitely tries to make money. I mean, everybody tries to make money.
I don't think he definitely tries. I think he does. Like
He succeeds.
I wasn't convinced until H3H3 went over to his house and like went through his shit, and then was like, well, I have to eat my words. And I was like,
Fair.
like, damn, that's crazy. What was the? I forgot what I was going to say earlier.
Can you hear this bacon sizzling on stream?
No, not really. Oh, at least here. Let me check the stream. Yeah, it's actually louder than I am.
Oh, the stream has a compressor on it, that's why. If the bacon sizzling and my kitchen sounds are too loud, let me know and I will change the settings on here. Never done this before. Might never do this again.
Ether, you said you're on the K712s thanks to me, Z, and DMS. Finally got them. How do you like them, man? Because they were kind of like hit and miss with me. I like some parts of them, didn't like other parts.
Yeah.
They weren't bad, but I don't. They're too. I will say that they're too expensive right now in the U.S.
Bacon sizzling.
Way too expensive.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I didn't like the K7XX, I will say that. See, I feel like anybody hearing the bacon sounds like this is good for you. It's like breakfast ASMR.
Bacon,
like bacon is, yeah. How could you not want this sound? Unless you're vegan. I mean, if that's you, that's cool and all, but no, I'm being Zeos today because Zeos couldn't be here.
Zeos lost a little bit of weight.
Look at this kitchen. This kitchen is very different. Look, here's all my hot
He's a kitchen
sauces.
hopper, man. He'll go to his sister's house.
Here's all my hot sauces. We got everything from Crystal to Iguana. This is the sauce, Southern Redneck, the end. This is the hottest sauce on the planet, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It hurts me. And this is my. I just moved into this apartment. Isn't it apartmenty? I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, so back to YouTube Red.
Yes.
So you're getting grandfathered in for a while. Oh, subscription services. That's what I was talking about. So if you look at like Netflix, Hulu, you know, if you have like any of the loot boxes or anything, you pay for Amazon Prime, you pay for like, you know, YouTube Red. That stuff adds up, man.
Oh yeah, it does.
Like, it's crazy how much, if you like really look at how much you're paying for that stuff, it's pretty nuts.
It adds up super fast.
I actually, through like kind of a, not really a loophole necessarily, I have YouTube Red, but I don't pay for it because my old roommate bought it, and it comes with like, I think the deal he paid for was like, I think he had like 5 friends could have it, or something like that.
Well, me and my friends do that. We pay like $16 and 4 of us get YouTube Red, Google Play Music, all that stuff. So
yeah, you can also do that with Amazon. Like, you can just set, you can make one account and you can set up, well, I don't know exactly how many, but we have probably like 8 different addresses and 8 different credit and debit cards on there.
don't worry about me pulling my laptop. I'm gonna show you how much length I got here. Okay, look, I'm just gonna start walking. Like that's about how much I got. That's pretty far. So don't worry.
He does it like some other way with his GoPro, right?
Yeah, no, Z does it wireless. But don't worry, I'm not gonna pull my laptop off. If I do, it's because I get it tangled around my leg. In which case, I deserve to be shamed.
Laptop to your back, dude.
That's a great idea, actually. Then I could be totally wireless. Because my laptop will obviously run without me having to have it open. That's the future, right? That's the future right there. This is getting so heavy, these headphones are. These are almost ready to flip. I'm just gonna go on and do it.
Well, glad to hear you like Ether, whatever it is.
Another thing about this in general is I think this is going to allow YouTube to have more money to pay their creators. Because that's been an issue, is like them not having the money to actually pay their creators. Like AdSense AdSense used to make a lot more money for creators. And YouTube just doesn't, advertisers don't favor YouTube quite as much as they used to.
I think the problem is that they have like 2 specific requirements for things nowadays. Like for example, like you say they want to have money to pay their creators, but like
I think that's part of it.
I think they're being kind of greedy, and they're being like overly anal because of all the adpocalypse stuff about like allowing creators to actually make money. For example, like I have been in the quote-unquote approval range for monetization for my YouTube channel for weeks and weeks and weeks now, and still haven't gotten approved.
Right.
Even though I don't make controversial content, I don't have any strikes against me, I don't have any copyright claims or anything like that. So there's no reason why they would look at my channel and be like, all right, let's look at this more closely and investigate. And another thing is like, I don't know if you've seen, but certain creators can actually be sponsored.
Yeah. It's basically Patreon style now.
Yeah. And, you know, I think that they could easily have some infrastructure that allows, like, they could even allow Patreon, you know, if there's some lawsuit issues. I'm sure Patreon would partner with them to
Maybe
be on the website.
Maybe. Is this Z? LOL, no. I'm being Z today because Z couldn't be here. This is, you're not the first person to ask that, but that's okay. I figured I would have to explain this a few times. Yeah, this bacon is super juicy. Check this out. Now the best part,
great.
when this is done, when this bacon's done, I'm gonna take these eggs. I'm gonna cook them in this bacon grease.
You know, it's actually delicious if you take, if you make your own sausage ever. If you take bacon grease and you mix it in the sausage, oh man, it's so good.
That sounds amazing. Oh yes, I do still have those custom IEMs. They're awesome, and I love them. There was a brief period where something went on where I almost had to sell them because like life was crazy, but then I couldn't, which is good because I love them. Because they're excellent.
So you guys are in your new place now, right?
Yeah, this is our new place. We are back in Tennessee in like the Nashville-ish, Murfreesboro-ish area. And it's honestly nice. It's like double the square footage of our old apartment. There's a lot more windows. It's like the same price as the old one, so
Dope.
good stuff. Same price, but now we get 1,400 square feet instead of like 600 square feet.
Seems nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
1,400's a lot. I think that's...
Yeah, 1,400, and we're only paying about like 400 each.
Yeah, it's about the size of my apartment, I think.
Okay, bacon is there. Egg time. Let's turn the heat down.
So I don't know. I trust Google to a degree to like do the right thing with creators and not just be like a money-hungry company. But some of the moves that they do and like I feel like they never ever react in like for anything other than them unless there's like a huge public outcry.
Fair.
And so
And even then, it's like months behind when they're supposed to actually react to something positively.
I feel like it's going to be a company that comes up, comes as a competitor, people start going over, and then YouTube will like recorrect itself and like change all their policies to like make it more, friendly for the creators, and then the creators will slowly come back.
I'm not sure if there will
lose the creators, but
I don't know if there will ever actually be like a true YouTube competitor though.
I mean, stuff takes over all the time. It just takes the right circumstances, and honestly, when you piss the creators off, and then you're like, you have a company that comes along, like, Amazon decided to make a YouTube competitor. It's like Amazon has a big audience, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the biggest companies in the world. All they have to do is offer better rates to creators, and they're like, hey, we've already got people here. Why don't you advertise your stuff here, get some better rates? And there's no reason why you can't do both YouTube and Amazon. And then if you're doing Amazon and Amazon's working out and you're making money off of Amazon, then
$5.99 new or $5.80 used. I don't know. I haven't tried the $5.99, but the $5.80s are great.
No?
I mean, I love Sennheisers for gaming personally. I don't like the HD600 for gaming, but I like the 650 for gaming. I like the 598 for gaming. Also, yes, this is the Aero 15X, and I love it.
People say that like 600s suck for gaming. They're not horrible. Like, honestly.
Well, my favorite gaming headphones, period, is the 650. Just how it is. A lot of it has to.
On Twitch?
I don't know. I think so, maybe.
But
also, this thing.
Example actually of a company that can come along and take a huge audience. But I think that was a space that YouTube was totally willing to give up, was the live space, because I think that takes a lot of server processing power.
Somebody asked if this is the Aero 15X. It is, but there's one bad thing about it, and it's this. The keyboard is terrible. You type, and sometimes it does 2 keystrokes, and sometimes it does none. The keyboard is just, it's an abomination. Aside from that, best computer I've ever had in my entire life, period. Bezels are awesome, it's thin, it's very powerful, 1070 holds up to the editing workload. I use it to edit 8K video all the time, and it holds up just great. So there's that. Sunny side up. Where are we at? I didn't mean to interrupt you, Josh, you can keep going, my bad. I was just responding to a thing. You know what, actually, I am gonna flip these. I am gonna flip them.
Yeah, it's funny because you're doing like a lot of hand movements, but our microphones are way, like I hear you a solid like 8 seconds before it actually happens on stream.
Fair.
So all your hand movements make absolutely no sense to
This is how it feels whenever I'm in Z's event. But here's the thing, when Z's streaming, this is how we normally do it. Whenever Z's streaming, I'll be in his vent, but he won't respond on vent, he'll respond on stream, so you have to listen to the stream at about 8 seconds, or maybe 8 to 11 seconds after he says something, I hear his response. So imagine trying to do the podcast like that. It'd be insane. But he has a method to his madness, and it works very well for him. I don't blame him.
You know what what laptop designs I really like are those, they have like a full size, or I don't think it's full size, I think it's like 60% mechanical keyboard, but it's like pushed towards the front of the laptop.
Oh shit. Here, DT880 versus 598 for serious gaming. DT880. Oh, we both had different answers. DT880 because of the extreme imaging. Actually, I'll put it this way. 598s for comfort, for if you're gaming for a long time. And DT880 if you're doing a shorter session but need laser perfect imaging. Because the 598 is damn good for gaming.
I feel like the 598 has better soundstage though.
Than the DT880?
I think so.
I don't know. 880 is open, semi-open, and it's pretty good. It's rough. It's rough trying to compare those two.
Z on this one.
Yeah, I'm being Z today. That'd be really tough. At that point, it'd be kind of preference because they're both amazing. Yeah, you wouldn't go wrong either way. They're both phenomenal headphones.
Although I will say that like almost every headphone from the Sennheiser HD line is extremely comfortable.
I didn't think this through because now I need to sit down and eat.
Like super duper comfortable. Oh, you're gonna eat on stream? That's gonna be nasty. Okay.
Yeah, no, I need a solution.
Just put it in a blender and drink it.
That's disgusting. I'm never gonna do that. It's something that I'm never gonna do. I'm gonna set this down. Josh, I'm gonna be right back. I'll get a chair.
Okay. Alright, well, so, I don't know. Like I was saying, I think that the Sennheiser HD line, both the 600s and the 5 series, are some of the most comfortable headphones. They just have their pads like so well done. I've also noticed that they seem to get their pads like perfect for each pair of headphones. Like you pad roll, you switch pads or whatever, and it's never as good as the original. Like there's nothing that can replace the HD600 stock pads. We've tested. This wall looks, or this counter looks nice. So I'll just answer some comments since I don't know what to talk about. 880s or 770s. F both of those and go with the 1990s or the 1770s, depending on if you need open or closed. Modern art. The countertop. Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I couldn't find. I just moved in. I don't have a table, so I'm just gonna eat in my kitchen.
You got a counter. That's what I do half the time.
Yeah, and I don't have a tall enough chair, so I'm just gonna stand. Usually I just sit at my desk and eat breakfast. My desk is really far away, and I don't want to unplug everything. So anyway, yeah.
Any questions, anybody, on Duplex, YouTube Red, him pretending to be Z?
Oh, this is actually not a hot laptop. It's very cool. The fans are a little bit loud right now, though. Aha, puns. This is excellent. Always buy thick cut bacon and cook it slower.
My bacon?
Man, I don't know, but still, always do thick cut bacon and cook it in butter. Maybe either add some olive oil or canola oil. That's how I do it.
How are puns banned on the internet? The internet is completely consistent of puns.
Vote. Should Doggo get some bacon?
What did you? That's funny.
Should she get bacon? Leave a comment. Yes or no. Puck, do you want bacon? Are the people of the internet going to give you bacon? You look pretty excited.
Okay, so...
You look like you deserve bacon.
It sounds like, from what DMS is telling me, that like your YouTube Red and your Google Play will be grandfathered over to whatever their new service is. Do they have a name, by the way?
All right, there's a bunch of people saying yes, and there's some saying no, but I'm gonna go in and give her.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna give you some of the best part. I'm gonna give you some of the fat.
Yeah. Give
All
her a
right,
heart
sit.
attack. Great.
Sit down. Shake. Good girl. All right. That's my baby. Rinse my hands off a little bit. This is the best dog on the planet. I'm gonna review her one day because everyone asked me to review her because I think Z reviewed his cat one time, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a Patreon goal.
Everyone was like, review Puck, and I will one day because Puck is end game perfect, the best. She's very fast. She's very comfortable.
You know what I find funny is like all dog people, and I'm a dog person. All dog people are like, my dog's the best. Because like right now I'm watching your stream, I'm just like, that dog's not the best. My dog's the best. There's people in the comments that are like, my dog's the best.
Here's the thing, everyone's dog is the best.
That's true, because dogs are the best. But cat people are like, my cat's an asshole. Every time, man.
True.
All assholes.
We have a cat, and it's locked on the other side of the house
Except for
because it's an asshole. But yeah, no, all dogs are the best because dogs are the best. That's just how the world works. Humans don't deserve dogs.
No, not really. No,
Dogs are better than people. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on that.
Dogs are better people than people are.
Let's go with some oyster
In
sauce.
Chewbacca, it's literally apples and oranges, dude. Dogs and cats, polar opposites. I think the cool thing about cats is like they don't really, well, some cats don't really require attention. And so like they're chill if you're never home or if you just lounge around, you don't really want to like take care of an animal. They're pretty self-sufficient.
Our cat just likes to attack things. Like, we opened up the door the other day, and Puck is just chilling in the bedroom. Cat just runs at her and just tries to attack her.
They're kind of buttholes.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like that cat sometimes. That cat can be nice at times. But she can also be an asshole. Oyster sauce.
You say oyster sauce?
Mm-hmm. Here, horseradish oyster. It's a really good hot sauce.
Sounds disgusting. Sorry, it just sounds gross.
Just for
Yeah,
everyone
cats
out
are
there.
psychotic, though.
Everyone out there who likes sauce, you can get this at Publix. It's Iguana XXX habanero pepper sauce. It's amazing. It's not actually that hot. It's like 100,000 Scoville. Try it. It's the best hot sauce I think I've ever had before. It's amazing.
What's it taste like?
It's kind of zesty a little bit. Well, I don't want to say super zesty, but it's a little bit zesty. You can't put too much on there because it is a little bit hot, but it's not that hot. But like, you know, like for a bite of food, like that's probably enough. I love it. This is my favorite hot sauce right here. Iguana XXX habanero pepper sauce. It's the one that says pretty damn hot, but it's not actually that hot. Comparison. 100,000 Scoville. 6 million Scoville. So the last dab is around like what, like 2.5 million. So, I mean, it's not that hot, but it's delicious.
You have an issue.
Do I? Do I really?
Yes.
I love food.
think
What's
so.
wrong with that? I'm a skinny guy who loves food. And somehow I'm skinny because of probably the mix of my health and my metabolism, but I do eat like a crazy person. I eat a stupid amount of food. I just stay skinny. 880 is good. Actually, I emailed Bayer today because I want to see if they'll send me the Amaran wireless. Because I love the idea of a wireless version of something with a DT1990 driver. So 880 are neutral by a different response curve. 880 are more neutral to like a Harman curve than to just like a flat curve. So it depends on your definition of neutral. Yeah, you definitely need an amp for them. If you get them, if you get 880, you gotta get the 600 ohm version. If you get the 600 ohm version, you need a good amp. But the higher impedance ones are so much more resolving. Totally worth it. Next, let's go with these two. Let's go with Crystal, and this is the sauce. You can get most of these at Pepper Palace, by the way. But the best one you get at Publix.
There's a place called Pepper Palace. That's amazing.
Yeah, right there.
That's
There's a label.
Best name ever. Is it only hot sauces or what?
Hot sauces, barbecue sauces, rubs for wings, just things like that, and that's pretty much it. There's one in Asheville, North Carolina, and there's one in Nashville, Tennessee. They might have some other locations, I don't know, but they have a lot of sauces that are, yeah, manufactured by Pepper Palace. They have tons and tons of sauces. Now, one thing I will say though, and this is something that Hot Ones does, they are very careful about making sure that all the sauces on Hot Ones are made with natural ingredients because they have to eat these hot sauces so often. Some of the ones at Pepper Palace are artificially hot. Like the end here. This is not naturally 6 million Scoville. Like, this has capsaicin in it. I'm pretty sure. It's got a lot of extract. I'm pretty sure there's capsaicin in it.
So what do you think about, comment was like a Fola 2 versus the FX Audio DAC X6? I'd say it just depends on what you need.
Yeah, a Fola 2, like, here. I have a Fola 2 sitting in this drawer. That's when I'm wearing my headphones off right now. It's awesome because you can have it plugged up to your speakers as a preamp, and as a DAC and amp built in. Plug up your headphones, your speakers turn off. Unplug your headphones, your speakers turn on. You can control it with that knob. It's great for a desktop.
Yeah.
It's stupidly convenient, yeah. Or you can run line level out and use it as a DAC for another amp, which is great for somebody starting out who's just building a collection.
Actually, you can do all three of those things at once. You can run it line out for a DAC, have speakers hooked up, and then if you want to plug in headphones, you can plug in headphones. It turns off the speaker output only.
Yep.
So it does
Fola 2 is really useful.
A ton of stuff. And on top of all that, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, the only problem with it is it does have a little bit of glare, but that's kind of a thing with like most shit gear. I found is there a lot of time they're glary. But I mean, it's $100 for what you get. It's totally worth $100, if not way more. Little Dot 2 is good or not. It's okay. It's not bad for an entry-level 2B amp. You need to roll the tubes.
I'm actually, I don't know about like tube rolling, but
the stock tubes are not good.
The little series is not that impressive out of the box. I will say that.
I have 2 roommates. I definitely use speakers, but I also work from home, and half the time people aren't here. Side note, I've mentioned this, but there's an amp DAC here that I would consider an upgrade to the NFB11, and it's under $500.
You gonna spoil it, or?
Nope, I'm gonna save it for the review. But it's phenomenal. It is one of the best amps that I have used, other than like Dynalo or something. It's one of the best value amps I've ever used. It's great. As an amp and as a DAC, it's just great. And I'm very excited. It's an amp and a DAC. I think together they're like 400 something, like 450. But like, here's the thing: a lot of people, when you buy an NFB11 now, because you have to pay for like shipping and all this other stuff, it ends up being close to like $400 if you get the R2R11. So, NFB11, R2R11, all still amazing. Don't think they're not. They're great. But this next thing, I am excited.
Thanks, Milton. Appreciate it.
But yeah, Josh, how many subs you got now?
I keep going up.
Same.
It's better than going down. Let me check real quick.
Going up is good. I also am going up. Not that quick, but I am going.
1280.
Nice.
Now. Yeah, so it's going pretty good. Then just have the video I was going to do before I hopped on this podcast was I was going to talk about my foobar setup because my beta program timed out, so I had to reinstall foobar, and I was like, well, if I'm going to set it up, I might as well do it on video. Because I think food bar is one of those things where like, if you know how it works, you understand it. But if you're new to it, you're like so lost. Because nothing works how it should work. Things aren't called what they're supposed to be called.
2 comments in here. You want to buy things, but it would empty your wallet because the prices are so high because of customs and taxes. I feel you on that one. Prices are already high in general. And then, oh yeah, your R2R11 came out to just over 400. Yeah, the R2R11 is still an awesome monster too. I love it. And then Andromeda. You want to get Andromeda after a demo. Who doesn't want Andromeda? It's like the best IEM probably that I've ever heard besides the Shure E-Stats that are like $2,500. Josh, you need to hear Andromedas. Josh,
Yeah,
you need to come to Rocky Mountain Audio Fest.
I'm scared.
You need to come to Rocky Mountain Audio Fest, Josh.
I don't want to have that kind of lust. I'll be like, I want
Yes,
everything.
you do. Hey, leave a comment. Look, come on, guys. Let me know on stream. Does Josh need to go to Rocky Mountain Audio Fest? Because I think that he does. He really does. Experience everything. Experience all of the headphones from all of the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's fun because the first time you go to an event like that, you know, you meet people who have seen your videos and it's really fun. And it's really cool. You hear so many cool new things. It gives you a lot to talk about. I mean, you expand your horizons, man. Where else can you go and like hear like,
I definitely
you know?
I'll get like a ton of experience. It's just one of those things where it's like if I go, it opens up like a whole another rat's nest of fucking topics and things that I'll have to talk about. And it's cool, but like I feel like there's so much to explore where I'm at now.
That's fair, but well, here's the thing.
A pseudo celebrity.
I don't think it hinders where you're at now. If anything, I think it like
definitely not. No.
it lets you see what else is out there and gives you like a way better frame of reference to put things in, if that makes sense. Oh, that's pretty good.
It's just like, I don't know. You know what's hard for me though is separating like, and I try and do the best that I can, but if I hear like, you know, HC600s, right? I know for vocals, they sound a certain way, and I think they sound really good. But then when I hear something else, I always compare, even if it's not the same price, I always compare it to those. So I'm afraid of going to like a thing where it's like you have $50,000 headphones, multi-$100,000 speakers, because then I know I'm just gonna go crazy with the comparisons.
Well, here's the thing. I've gone and compared. I still wear HD 650 as my daily driver, and I have
They're still great. They're awesome.
No, JDS Labs let me borrow their HD 650s, so I could bring them over to the Focal booth and AB them with Focal Utopia. Okay,
Balls.
like I will. And shout out to JDS Labs for that. That was really nice. But like, it doesn't matter to me in that respect because I will compare 650s to $4,000 or $6,000 headphones because 650 is my reference standard, and I'm completely okay with comparing that because everyone's heard 600 or 650, you know, or almost everyone has. So it's a really easy reference point to say, hey, if you've heard 650, this is what this sounds like in comparison. And even then, like, I don't think I could live without my 650s, even after having heard all those things.
Do you think that we could go an entire podcast without you mentioning the 650?
No. Nope.
Just once, man.
I don't think I've ever gone a video without mentioning HD 650 at least once.
Probably not. It's your love affair. It's okay.
They're the best. They're amazing.
They're pretty good.
I'm wearing them right now, but they're really heavy because they have a camera on top of them. And literally, this is a webcam on a Gorilla Pod strapped onto HD 650s. My head hurts. But not as much as if I was wearing LCD 2s. So there's that.
You ever seen an SMSL M9? You know what that looks like?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's strange looking. Look it up when you can.
Oh, how would T60 compare to 1990? It doesn't. 1990 is a god. T60 is cool, but It is not. There's not hardly anything out there that's GT 1990.
Good question, Mohammed. What do I think about the monoprice M650? Those haven't come out yet, right?
No, they're not out yet. They were gonna send me some, and they haven't gotten here yet. Here, you know what? I'm gonna give Puck one more little bitty snip of bacon.
Who'll be about it?
You ready? Ready, Puck? Why don't you sit for me? And let's shake again. Oh, you're so good. All right, here you go. Anyway, they were gonna send me some M650s, but someone broke the pair they had on display, so I haven't heard them yet.
Yikes.
Oh, there's Caitlin in the comments. Hi, Caitlin. That is your pretty girl. This is your dog daughter. The shit Loki. Maybe? Someone offered to send me one. I lost track of the email. I need to find it. If that was you, email me again because I have a million emails. A filter on my tap? Yeah, it's a Brita filter just because bottled water is expensive. I guess those things are too, but tap water's gross. Just how it is. I know you want more bacon, but I just have a little bit left. I'm sorry. I'll let you lick the plate, okay?
I drink like half a gallon of tap water every day.
Well, I know where our tap water comes from here, and it's gross. Any opinion on Sundara? It's amazing. I don't know if it's worth $6,000, but it's the best planar I've ever heard in my life, borderline with the Meze Empyrean. It's either the Meze Empyrean or the Hyphaman Sundara. Not to be no wait, not Sundara, Susvara. Susvara. Sorry, I confused those two. Wow, I got so
Susvara.
Backwards. Yeah, the 6,000. Yeah, Susvara is the 6,000 one. Sundara is the $400 one. Sundara is okay. It's not bad. It's like on. It's on the same probably level as like HD 660S. Susvara.
Somebody's sending me those, by the way, so I'm super excited about that.
You should definitely cover those because they're awesome. The Susvara though, the Susvara is insane. The Susvara is on par almost with Meze Empyrean. They're back and forth. Which Meze Empyrean, it kills me. They're only going to make a few of those because that thing is just such a good idea to have a planar that has like multiple drivers almost in one driver. It's great. Puck wants more. All right, Puck, you want the last piece? Do you want it? All right. No, you don't have to shake this time. It's okay. You don't have to shake. You don't have to shake. Here, just take it. Good girl. Good girl. There's nothing left. That's it. That's all the bacon.
So are we back to our regular scheduled program on Wednesday, by the way?
Yes, after this we're back to our regular scheduled program on Wednesday.
Cool.
And I'm going to film probably the DT 990 600 ohm version today. And content's going to start going back on Patreon. Moving was crazy, and that kind of set me back. But we're back on track.
Well, since it's Saturday and I gotta hang out with my girlfriend, I think I'm gonna hop off here and we will pick up where we left off on Wednesday. Sound good?
Yep, and I'm gonna take this good girl for a walk, and I will catch you guys all in the next one.
All right.
So
Peace,
until then, yep. Peace.